We tend to measure our lives by the sudden spikes in the data. We wait around for a major career leap, a highly publicized milestone, or an explosive viral achievement to tell us we are making progress. But you can string together a deeply satisfying 24 hours without making history. There are days where nothing miraculous happens, nobody claps, and yet everything feels perfectly in place. We usually brush past these quiet stretches. We assume we generated that peace on our own, completely independently, simply by managing our time well. Look closely at a seemingly average, quiet Wednesday. Underneath that surface calm is a massive, highly coordinated infrastructure working exactly as intended to keep your day intact. A good morning often starts with simple utility. In my case, it means answering calls and teaching clients how to use self-service tools. The goal is straightforward: leave people slightly more capable of solving their next problem on their own. After work, that momentum carries over into personal creative projects. I spend hours working with MIDI controllers, mapping sliders and buttons, piecing together software architecture one line at a time. These are highly repetitive tasks: writing code, doing power yoga, or swimming lap after lap. Every single cycle is nearly identical. Slowly, you realize that real momentum comes from invisible maintenance. The ideas take shape and the body resets because of those quiet, repeated efforts. That same principle applies back at the office. Every time a team finishes a software implementation, they generate a trail of error logs. Usually those files solve an immediate crisis and then vanish into the archives. Imagine building a lessons learned engine instead, an automated process that gathers those isolated errors, scrubs the sensitive data out of them, and sorts the solutions into a single, highly organized database. The point is to stop forcing future teams to relearn the exact same hard lessons. You capture the experience once, and you distribute the solution permanently. Every healthy workplace relies on different temperaments. You need extroverts who can energize a room, but you also depend on the people who quietly tune the machinery in the background to ensure everyone else succeeds. When the work is done, that human need for structure gives way to a need for shared experience. You step out into the evening and walk into a venue like the Hollywood Bowl, surrounded by thousands of people. No one is sitting still. Friends and strangers are up on their feet, moving together across the hillside, completely unconcerned about looking perfect. They are entirely locked into the rhythm of Stevie Wonder's music echoing through the canyon. We spend our days staring at increasingly sharp screens and incredibly fast computers. And yet, none of that technology replicates the physical sensation of sharing live music in the same geographic space. Public spaces were built for this exact purpose. They survive every digital upgrade because humans still require collective physical presence to feel fully alive. The night winds down with one final mundane stop to buy food. At the checkout counter, the clerk efficiently packs the groceries so everything balances perfectly in the bags. It is a brief moment of professionalism, making the walk home noticeably easier. Carrying those bags, you step onto the public transit network, relying on a massive metal artery to carry you through the city. Inside the station, strict visual cues enforce order. You stand exactly where told, trusting the safety warnings to protect you from the arriving train. That color-coded command repeats at every platform across miles of track, an unyielding system keeping thousands out of harm's way. You swipe a card and arrive home safely. That frictionless movement only happens because an enormous, highly controlled physical network is functioning flawlessly in the dark. When you unpack the groceries, the scale of it finally becomes clear. Every single action you took today was supported by thousands of invisible hands. Your routine depends on the operators driving the trains, the software engineers designing your creative tools, and the heavy maintenance crews welding the tracks beneath the street. You will likely never learn their names, and they will never know yours. Yet your ability to move freely, create art, and simply enjoy a Wednesday evening exists entirely because strangers chose to execute their jobs with quiet competence. We reserve our loudest praise for singular visionaries and massive leaps forward. But society is actually held together by constant daily maintenance. A truly good day is one where a vast web of ordinary people wake up, do honest work, treat each other with basic respect, and go home in peace. The next time you grab your groceries, ride a train, or log into your computer, take a second. Look closely at your routine and acknowledge the vast, invisible network of human effort making your life possible.